to so many different destinations, and you see my pictures online, guys, and but people always say in interviews, like, what's the most amazing place you've ever been? And it's always Egypt. And Egypt is a lot bigger than people think. I had to fly 3 times just to get to different cities to go visit different temples and so forth, driving through the desert for 4 to 6 hours to get to the Temple of Dendera, for example. And crazy story, we was driving through the desert to get to the Temple of Dendera, and there's nothing as far as the eye can see but dirt, okay, sand. That's all you can see. And way out in the distance, I see this warehouse-looking structure, like way out there. And I'm going, this thing is massive. The longer we drive, the longer it is. It's just out probably 300 yards or so, 3 football fields. And it's got this gigantic logo at the end of it with the NASA symbol in it. I said, wait a damn minute. I said to the driver, I said, why they got a factory that big, NASA, in the middle of the desert, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere? He goes, oh, they're making aluminum for us. Well, get me an aluminum hat, because I know for a fact they ain't making no aluminum. We have to go to the Great Pyramid soon. And the reason why is because NASA has taken over control of the entrance to the Great Pyramid.
What?
Yeah, NASA. They've taken over a lot of ancient sites and sacred sites. They've taken over, even down in Peru, they've taken over a couple of sites. They've taken over the Grand Canyon access in certain areas. They have literally control of those areas now. They were saying that soon people won't be able to climb up into the King's Chamber. So, and the reason why is because they're claiming that the Great Pyramid is sinking. Okay, that's the best you guys got? The real reason is because they've discovered everything that I was talking about earlier. All those mathematical computations. Can you imagine what they're doing with their supercomputers and all their geniuses that they've got working around the clock on this stuff? They found some things out, and they want access, they want control of it. They're probably realizing that, according to these ancient tablets, the Great Pyramid also was a portal generator. It used to generate portals. Down in the halls of Amenti, Thoth would appear and disappear. And it wasn't magic, he was walking through a portal. I went to his house, where in Teotihuacan. It's still there in the Teotihuacan complex. And it's the house of Kukulkan, who's also Thoth the Atlantean. And to be actually in the actual wall structure, the house where he actually lived for a period of time, even if it was just on vacation, was absolutely amazing. The pyramid of the moon was dedicated to his wife, and the pyramid of the moon is actually 8 pyramids stacked on top of each other. It's an amazing structure. The pyramid of the sun that's there, which is the larger one, it's exactly 50% the height of the Great Pyramid in Giza. So exactly, and the base is identical to the size of the base at the Great Pyramid of Giza. And both pyramids are built on top of aquifers, which means that the pyramid of the sun in Teotihuacan was a power generator. It generated physiostatic electricity, which resonated up into most likely a chamber, which was then emitted through the apex and then picked up by other technological devices. They also discovered tons of mercury underneath the pyramid of the sun. Mercury, which we talked about earlier, was a technological ferrofluid that can be used for anti-gravity purposes. Another thing that was incredible at the Teotihuacan complex, which is kind of unique to the other ones that I've been to, is that all those pyramids are connected by an underground tunnel system, which is in the shape of a perfect box, and it connects all those little sites together. But what's amazing about it is that it's lined with mica. Mica is an insulation, is used for insulation. And mica had to be mined from several hundred miles away and brought to that site. And they brought tons of it there to line these underground tunnels with it. Why? Why would they put mica in a tunnel that's perfectly formed and shaped to be like a conduit? Because energy was flowing through this, a circuit. A gigantic circuit on Earth, as a gigantic computer chip. And if you look at Teotihuacan from above, looking down, and compared to a modern-day computer chip, that's what you're going to see. Let me see if I can show you that real quick. It's an amazing thing that a lot of people have never seen before. Let's see here. It was so funny. I went to Chichen Itza to do a tour for my third time in my life. And the tour guide holds up this photo, and it's got the alignment of the pyramids from China, from Teotihuacan and from Giza, all in alignment with the Orion and everything else, blah, blah, blah. And it's the one that I made about 5 years ago. There's forbidden knowledge on it. And then he holds up another one, which is the one I'm about to show you now. And it's the same one that I did. And I was just laughing my butt off. And then I was like, yeah, I made that. He goes, you're forbidden knowledge? And then he just went crazy. And after that, it was my tour. He was like, I was teaching them about the ball court and all this stuff. It was crazy. I was like, hey man, just send me a check, you know? Okay, here we go.
So what's so special about that configuration?
Well, this configuration is in alignment with the Orion star system, which to me says a couple things. The first thing that says the reason why so many of these pyramid plateaus are aligned there is telling me that they're saying, hey guys, this is probably where we're from or our relatives are from, number one. Number two, I think that it's also incredible that these pyramid structures are capable of generating frequencies on the hydrogen frequency, frequencies on hydrogen level. And hydrogen is the most widely used frequency in the universe. And when we scan for life on other planets and other worlds, we use the frequency of hydrogen. And I believe that they're using those shafts that come out of these pyramids and send these frequencies directly to those star systems. I believe that they're using them as a communications device to send information back and forth between interstellar planets. That's what I believe. I believe that they're sending back and forth information. Even the Anunnaki would send information on something called the Tablets of Destiny. And these tablets were called crystal tablets. I liken them to like an iPad type of a system. And on these tablets would be information about star systems, distance to their planet, scanning other planets on our planet for resources. They even scanned the moon one time. And Alalu transmitted his location and the amount of gold he discovered back to his home planet with a Tablet of Destiny. So they had the capability, and I think this is just part of a gigantic stone communications device, as well as these pads here, these structures that are all around here. Where are they? Oh, these right here, these little dots. They're massive, by the way. They're not this small. When you're standing, I mean, you have to climb up a lot of steps to get to the top. Very steep steps, but they're reminiscent of a rocket launch pad, all of them. You got to go to Teotihuacan. You just have to go there. It's an incredible place. And you can climb the pyramids still currently. You can't get to the top of the pyramid of the moon. You can get almost to the top, but not quite to the top. And I took a picture of myself meditating on top of the pyramid of the sun. So it's just an incredible experience. So I highly recommend, if you can get out there, that you take that opportunity. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. This is amazing. Now, why is it set up like a computer circuit? Well, there could be a lot of reasons. These beings mastered the technique of utilizing existing resources on planets and moons and converting it and turning it into technology for other purposes that they needed, whether it was communication, whether it was power generation, whether it was stabilization, they had whatever idea you can come up with. These people already thought about it and figured it out. And they knew how to manipulate planetary systems. This is a high-level civilization. They literally, if you go around this planet and look at a lot of the mountains, you begin to see a lot of carved out faces, massive, massive faces. I have about 320 images that I'm going to be putting up, and I'm going to be doing a show here on Dame Dash Studios about these terraformed mountains that are in this world. And you're going to see some amazing content when I show you these images. It's going to blow you away. The Unagami Pyramid in Japan and the Devil's Triangle has a gigantic, massive alien face carved into it as well. So I'm going to be showcasing all these faces from all around the planet. Machu Picchu is actually a face looking up at the stars. A super massive face that converted a mountain, an entire mountain, into a face. I don't know if you guys realize what kind of technology that would take. But it takes a lot. This is a face looking up at the sky. You see the nose, the mouth, and the chin. This is a terraformed mountain. It's well known that it's been terraformed. Everybody, all the guys will tell you, yes, this is not a natural formation. It's been, created that way. It's been formed that way through terraforming. That's, that's massive when you can convert a mountain. I've been at the base of that mountain and I said, no, I don't want to do it because it's so steep. This one is so steep. I mean, it's like climbing up, and if you don't get there early enough, you can't make it down, back down before dark. So it was just one that I just wasn't willing to do. But I did go to the top of the other area of Machu Picchu and look down over the same view. But that particular mountain back on that face, it's super massive, but it's extremely steep. It's very dangerous. So if you can get there, check it out before they close it down. I tell people, travel while it's still legal. I tell people, travel while it's still legal. We don't know what's going to happen. We got to take back control of this planet. One of the things that I didn't tell you about when they found out that they could stop the shrinking of telomeres in rats at Harvard University. Telomeres are the caps on chromosome number 2 in human beings that run out of genetic material. And when it runs out of genetic material, your body starts the death process. So if this is natural death. It's coming from no genetic material in chromosome and the telomeres that are on the caps of chromosome number 2. So they found out that you can actually stop this degradation of this genetic material, and they extended the life of those rats by 3 times their normal lifespan. So think about that. If they can do it to rats, they can do it to a human being. And if that's the case, and if we don't take back control of this planet, they're going to start selling you time. That's what's going to happen. They're going to start selling you time. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing to be concerned about. You want to live to 100 years, it's going to cost you this. You want to live to 200 years, it's going to cost you that. Or you want to make it to 50? Well, you're going to have to work this labor job. You see? So we got to destroy it. We got to destroy capitalism. Capitalism is a virus. Now we have to utilize it while we're here because we're in the matrix now and we haven't been able to overthrow it at this point. But we need a massive amount of conscious people on this planet that are not afraid to do one thing: say no. Like I said yesterday, when we all say no collectively, we overthrow this system in a week without any pain, suffering, crying, wars, rioting, picketing, running through the streets and carrying on. We just got to say no. No, we're not going to pay our mortgage payments. No, we're not going to pay our car payments. No, we're not going to pay our taxes. No, we're not going to buy any oil. No, we're going to take all of our money out of your bank. We're not going to give you any more money. No, no, no. And just in 1 week, listen, when Martin Luther King did that thing with the buses and he had everybody stay off the buses, they were begging people to get back. You can drive the bus if you want. Please. You can own it. Just pick everybody up on your way to work. They were begging people to get back on the bus. Begging. Can you imagine if 30 or 40 million people didn't go to work on Monday? What would happen? Could you imagine if 30, 40 million people went to the bank at the same time and said, give me my cash. Oh, by the way, only 15% of the people would get cash because there's only 15% of the available money in cash. The rest is just digital zeros and ones that don't even exist. So a lot of people are going to be upset when they go there in the first place. There'll be no cash to be given out. You see? And for all the people who have over $99,000 in the bank, they're screwed anyway when the economy collapses. Never put more than $99,000 in any one bank. You have to have multiple banks with multiple accounts and no more than $99,000 in each account. Because when the economy collapses, it's not FDIC insured. You just bye-bye money, it's gone. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Billy Carson, researcher, speaker, and best-selling author of The Compendium of the Emerald Tablets and Woke Doesn't Mean Broke. I'm inviting you to join me on ForbiddenKnowledge.tv to enjoy hours of great programming, learn the secrets of ancient Egypt, unexplained structures on the moon and Mars, financial literacy, holistic and healthy lifestyles. Go now to ForbiddenKnowledge.tv and get 3 days free. While there, you can enter to win a Rolls Royce. That's ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV. Hi, my name is Billy Carson, and I'm the president of Forbidden Knowledge. We have an amazing investment opportunity here for anyone who wants to buy shares in Forbidden Knowledge. The money that's generated from this crowdfunding platform is going to be used to bring on a new content acquisitions partner. We're going to hire a new in-house graphics designer. a social media manager, put together a customer service team and a customer service management program that will organize and satisfy all the different legs of Forbidden Knowledge Inc., as well as, and of course, make more improved high-quality streaming content for the Forbidden Knowledge TV platform, which right now is featured on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iOS and Android apps, and also, of course, the web. The streaming platform is a year old right now and doing very, very well. And we're looking for your support where you can not only be a conscious customer, but also be a part owner in an amazing opportunity that includes streaming TV, book publishing, and e-commerce. Grow with us and earn with us. Forbidden Knowledge Inc.